Black Oni.
What's going on, everyone? This is Chris Itsiodu from Black Oni, along with my partner here,
Will, Black Oni Wiggins.
Hey guys, and we have a really important segment for you. Today we're going to be talking about Final Fantasy 15. I like to call it Final Fantasy 15, A Homecoming. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Alright, Will, so what do you know about Final Fantasy 15? Just like give me a broad spectrum of what you know.
So, okay. I know it started off as Final Fantasy 13 Versus. We've been waiting for the game for 10 years.
Yeah.
That's just kind of background information about the development side of the game.
Right.
In terms of the characters, I watched Kingsglaive, so I know enough about the characters to know that there was a king of Regis, and well, this is obviously like spoiler alert. He dies.
I mean, Sean Bean kind of voices him, so is there really a spoiler alert in there?
It's not a spoiler alert.
The moment he got casted for Regis, everyone's just like, oh, fuck!
He's immediately gonna die.
The realization of, like, this is gonna be a nice king, he's gonna die in the worst way fucking possible. It's like, fuck.
Well, you know, to be fair,
He does go out fighting.
he goes out fighting his ass off.
Yes, he does.
And he was awesome.
He was awesome.
He was a G.
Yeah, if we're talking Kingsglaive, which is part of the Final Fantasy 15 extended universe, which, if you haven't gotten on it, please watch Kingsglaive.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
Oh god, and don't think that it's a standalone complex. No, you have to watch this as a I think I'll go ahead and be like, fuck what they told you. You need to watch this before you play the game. This is the prequel to it. Whoever said that it was going to be a standalone video or standalone movie was completely and utterly wrong, because people got confused and they couldn't do a lot of tie-ins.
People got confused just as a general concept. I think I knew enough about the game in general to understand what was going on. Like, I knew who the prince was, I knew who Noctis was, and like what it was leading up to. So like, I know that there's certain things that will get explained further.
Right.
I really love how they kind of explained how the magic is tied to the king. Like, that was pretty cool. So I was like, it makes sense why the king is so much more important now as opposed to just like a public figure.
Exactly. So I thought that was pretty cool. What I also thought, the video had a lot of like, you know, like cool like, there's like when it came to King Regis's tie into magic. I loved how he had to have like a group of refugees or immigrants kind of protect him as well. They could channel the energy. They can channel the magic through their glaives and everything.
Yeah.
And so hence the name Kingsglaive.
Throw the glaive, teleport to it. Yeah. That was so cool.
I love Nyx. Nyx Ulrich will forever be my like hero.
Nyx. I mean, again, spoiler.
Right, I mean, if you're watching this video, we're very close into Final Fantasy 15, so be very aware this is going to be very spoilery.
Yes. The camera panned as he was...
Yes, exactly.
So...
I don't think he's dead. I don't think he's dead.
There's a very clear, like, that was intentional.
That was very intentional. You cannot... Anyone that watches that movie cannot tell me that it was not intentional.
Yeah.
Because... as the movie was ending, it slowly panned off and he was looking into the sunrise and he was just like, not a bad way to go. But it never shows him that he's dead. Yeah. And he's in the middle of Insomnia. Insomnia, for those of you who don't know, is, well, spoiler I guess at this point, is the capital city of Lucis Empire, which is where the king, Prince Noctis, and his boys reside.
Yeah. Oh, and I know, in terms of the game, I know that there's 4 characters. They're all, guys. They're basically on this giant road trip. I don't know to where, though. I don't know where they're going.
Do you want me to tell you? Alright, I'll teach you. Because prior to Kingsglaive, they don't... During the first couple of hours in Final Fantasy 15, you're gonna be on a road trip. It's like a brotherly kind of road trip where it's just like, oh man, you're getting married, dude. Now we're gonna do kind of like this bachelor road trip to like find some like a cool adventure for us to do before you're gonna get tied down to the bowl.
So is that actually what it was? Like they just wanted to go on a road trip?
That's what King Regis built it as. For Noctis.
Oh,
Remember in the movie, again spoilers, remember in the movie when Nyx gets mad at him in the elevator and he goes, oh, hey, you sacrifice all of Lucius to save your son, and then Luna Freya looks at her and goes, to save the whole world?
Yeah.
This is where it ties into, because if, I don't know if you haven't seen Omen's trailer, have you?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. Well, we're gonna make a video of that too because I want to see his like reaction. Because if the Remu summon when he was like saw it was just like big O face, I want to see this to like the max. I want like video cameras like zoomed in on him, so I could just be like, yes, gifts everywhere.
This is a mistake.
Well, a quick breakdown is that King Regis sends Noctis and Ignis, Prompto, and Gladio away to save them from the fight that happens in Insomnia. As Sid says, when this is kind of spoilerish as well, Sid says, your old man, he waged war within those walls. Which, in Kingsglaive, you see that he doesn't go down fucking easy.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's very intricate. I mean, like, I feel like, you know the episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? And he's just, like, tying in loops and laces.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, and he looks crazy to everyone else, but he makes sense. Like, that's how I feel right now. I'm just like, if you tie in this right here, but then you make a side note over here, then you get this and then explain
But
that.
in the video, there's gonna be little drawings of like Noctis.
Noctis, Prompto, Gladio, and stuff like that. Altesia, Eos, everything. But yeah, oh man,
Wait, so why is Freya is her name, right?
Lunafreya.
Lunafreya. Why is she marrying Noctis? I don't know that.
Okay, pretty much, Noctis is the crown prince of Insomnia, or the Lucis Empire. So they're at war with Niflheims, the Nifs.
Yes.
You know that.
Niflheim. Yeah.
Nipples. Alright, but Lunafreya. Lunafreya is the Oracle. The Oracle has always been said to be paired with the king, with the future king.
Gotcha.
So, but the thing is about Lunafreya is that she is the youngest Oracle.
Interesting. So what is?
They're trying to unite Tenebrae,
Okay.
which is the country of Lunafreya and her edgy, five edgy for me brother Ravis, and he gets burnt. So yeah, they're trying to there's this false sense of peace between the Nifs that they want to install. That's why they're marrying Lunafreya and Noctis.
Okay.
But King Regis
Yes.
also knew this because Regis isn't dumb.
Yes.
Regis knew that this is Niflheim's plan to come in and to try to destroy everything, which is kind of weird because if you're a king and you kind of already know what's gonna happen, why would you let it go through? That's probably what 15 is gonna be about. Why Regis let the Nifs come so close into the castle?
Yeah.
Because I'm still in the Omens trailer, it shows a lot of what ifs, what could probably happen if.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's why it's kind of hard to talk to without spoiling a trailer.
Okay.
But I mean, I feel like this is how a lot of you would be if you haven't caught up on any of the trailers or anything like that.
That's true.
Omens, please check it out. It'll shed a lot of light onto some of these things.
It'll change your life.
It changed mine. Plus the song is amazing.
So the oracles. What is their significance in the world in terms of how they play into the magic side, or maybe it's the political side, maybe it's something totally different? Wait, so you don't know, or you just
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. See, there's limited information out, obviously, because the game is going to have so many game hours in it, so we're going to find out a lot more. Probably there'll be texts of what the previous oracles did, why King Regis is, such a highly regarded king, how he's such a strong king, how the crystal and him bonded so well. There's a GameStop exclusive, which kind of sucks because it is a GameStop exclusive, called King's Quest. It's pretty much Regis telling Prince Noctis his story in a 32 or 64 gig, 32 bit story.
Oh, okay.
So it's cute. So it's like a cute dreamscape.
It's like a little side scroller.
But it details his father, King Regis's battles, his triumphs, his sorrows, and stuff like that. So it's like his story.
That's pretty interesting. So there's a game called King's Quest, which I think that's probably a play off of, because in King's Quest that same thing happens. You're the old man telling a story to your granddaughter, and you watch the fast flashbacks of that and see how he did all these different things throughout history. So.
Exactly. So
that's kind of cool.
It's a cool play on it, and I thought that was a cool little touch. I was like, oh, that's adorable. I hated the fact, and I'm not trying to be mean to GameStop or anything, but just I don't feel like that should have been an exclusive.
Yeah, that's kind of.
I felt like it should have been. I mean, the game has been waiting out for 10 years, and you want to make something exclusive to GameStop.
That's pretty. I wonder how they're handling that in Japan. Like,
well, see, that's the thing. I was also wondering about that too. It's just like, is it not? Because I haven't seen any Japanese voice acting for King's Quest.
interesting. If you guys know in the comment section down below,
Leave it leave it below. If I'm, completely shouting nonsense, please, by all means, crucify. Nah, kidding.
don't crucify. Don't crucify.
I am a small, sad puppy. But yeah, I mean, there's so many things that tie into the extended universe. And I mean, you'll see it. Like, oh, by the way, you're gonna have the link in the description below to Will checking out Omens, maybe even Judgment, his reaction to the Judgment trailer, just in case
I didn't
he decides.
see that either.
Yeah, exactly. Decides how it's not really spoilerish.
Okay.
It just one thing might be spoilerish, but you've seen Kings Live, so it's not really a thing.
Okay.
So definitely check those out. If you haven't seen his O face, it's fucking priceless.
So I know a couple of things about the combat system. I know that it's kind of a mixture between Kingdom Hearts and maybe something kind of like Final Fantasy XIV, where you kind of have the free movement, you have the party with you. There's no jumping from the last time I remember, but have they added jumping?
All right. So you were talking about the Tsuchiya demo.
Yes.
The one that comes with Final Fantasy Type 0.
Yes. So that's the one I played.
That was very unrefined, unpolished combat.
Okay.
It's something completely. It's not completely different, but it is. They've expanded so much on it. They've added new little abilities here and there, little things that kind of little gimmicky things that kind of just sell the combat system. And it's actually quite wonderful because it is like a breath of fresh air into it. Because at first it was very clunky.
It's a little clunky.
Very. You didn't have time to think. They've added a new wait mode, which actually addresses kind of the certain strategic point of view.
Where it get really hectic.
It's a free battle system.
Yeah.
So it's like you barely get time to breathe and think. So a lot of you fans that actually like the turn-based, tactical system, there is a little bit of like a callback to it. I mean, you're gonna like it. It's called the wait system. You can wait it out, and then depending on your character, who you're playing as, you can target certain enemies and go through the motions. So kind of like
Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yes.
Dude, they did that brilliantly. Like, they let you go in, like, free balling if you wanted. And then when things start getting crazy, like, hold on, wait. Time out. Let's strategize. Let's figure out, all right, I'm going to heal you. You're going to throw magic over here to protect this guy. He's going to start swaying. Yep. He's going to use his shield mode activated. Yeah.
That's exactly what they incorporated into it. And I'm glad that you brought that up because it does look like they did take a specific side of Dragon Age Inquisition to it. As you know, Tabata is a huge fan of Western RPGs. So there's there's older Noctis. Yeah, because I've been blabbing nonstop about it. He's a huge Witcher fan.
Yeah?
Yep, Hajime Tabata is a huge Witcher fan.
Dude, Witcher's...
yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, I love Witcher.
It's so good, but they decided to add an older Noctis because he's such a big fan of the Western RPG, so he was like, we're going to work on this.
So is the older Noctis in the sense that you're going to progress through the game to see him old, or is this just like a premonition of like a future version of himself, or?
When I played the demo at New York Comic Con, it's supposed to be Chapter 0 in the first like 45 to an hour and a half.
Okay.
For the demo.
Okay.
And then they don't allow you to get by it. Bastards couldn't stop me. Shout out to the Square Enix team, you guys are awesome. Yeah. It was really interesting because you could see a lot of the battle system completely changed, different. How you can move into it, how you can strategize. It didn't have the wait mode feature.
Okay.
So it could have, but they kind of skipped us on the tutorial. I'm not really sure. I didn't see it. First and foremost.
Move quickly.
Yeah, I was trying to get as many Easter eggs from the first one because of Chapter 0. There's a huge thing on the throne.
Yeah.
But yes, you play as older Noctis in the first game. In the first Chapter 0.
Interesting.
Because remember when he's coming down the stairs and he has the whole beard, light beard going on?
I think I remember seeing something like that.
All right, in Chapter 0, you have the full-grown beard. Everyone's a little older. You have your your father's clothes on, the royal garments.
When I saw that, I might have thought that was Regis, though.
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah. I was like, yo, this is a younger Regis. And then all of a sudden, I see Prompto, Gladio, and everyone. I'm like, all right, what the fuck is this? What is going on here?
So, spoiler alert: you don't die in the game. I mean, as young Noctis. Young Noctis doesn't die.
Well, from Chapter 0, you don't die as young Noctis, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, I wonder how they're gonna feed into all of this.
Yeah,
there's a lot
like,
of
how they're gonna introduce danger if you know that they're not gonna die yet.
bingo.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What other things have you been so like wanted to immerse yourself in? But I know you're busy with a lot of like games and stuff like that, plus your art. So what is one thing that you want to touch upon in the game as soon as you get your hands on it?
I want to get a feel for why the characters are together. Like, you can make the assumption that they knew each other prior to the road trip. But like, how do they know each other? Like, what events happened prior to them going on that trip for them to be as close as they are? Like, they're bros.
There's an anime for it.
Okay, the Brotherhood, right? Yeah, Final Fantasy.
I let you borrow it.
Okay.
The details, and it's not like one of those things where it's all rushed. I thought it was gonna be rushed because the episodes were like 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
And I was like, this is gonna suck. And I'm like, oh my god, this is great.
Yeah. So was it literally like from the beginning, like them meeting each other type of thing?
Meetings, yes.
Okay.
Gladio is a shield. His father served Regis as well. He died in Kingslive.
Okay.
So yeah. Prompto was just he's of common birth, as they say, but he meets the prince early on, and he actually was very chubby. He was very like not even chubby. He was fat.
Yeah.
He was fat. The dude was fat, and then he started working hard and progressing and everything. And in high school, they were best of friends.
Aww.
And then Ignis is the strategist, the consigliere of the group, and he's been the family strategist for eons as well.
Okay.
So there's two characters that have close tie-ins with the family because of their births.
Okay.
And there's one common birth who's like Noctis' best friend, but even then he's like he's built out as the live wire, the heart and soul of the team. So I'm just like, all right, let's go.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. You should definitely watch it. I'll let you borrow it.
Well, I wonder then if they have something in the game that kind of calls to that. If you didn't see Brotherhood, like I will see Brotherhood,
right.
but like for people who haven't seen it or aren't planning on seeing it, if it's going to help tie that in.
What I would like to see, and I agree with you, is if not, I kind of want to see cutscenes though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I want to I reading about it is cool and all that, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
there's something about being immersed in like the CGI that I think would be cool.
They do such a good job with the CG, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's
I saw some of the opening like sequences, and I'm just like, I was blown away. I was like, this is nuts.
Oh,
Like,
man.
that's so good. That's so dopish. I was like, this needs to become something that we see a lot.
yeah.
So I hope that they do touch on that as well.
I don't know if there's anything else specific. Like I kind of just like want to be immersed in it, but like I'm kind of worried that, all right, I made this kind of complaint about a lot of video games because even Witcher 3 is really guilty of this. Since I played an Elder Scrolls game, I can't for the life of me figure out why developers don't allow you to fast travel to places you've already been. As someone who doesn't have as much time as I'd like to play open world games, like I had this problem with Borderlands, I had it with Assassin's Creed. They let you fast travel once you're at a fast travel station. Witcher 3 has the same problem. You go to a fast travel signpost,
Right.
then you can fast travel to
The next signpost.
the next one, right? And like, I just want to be able to teleport to
On the spot.
On the spot, like as long as I'm not like in a fight,
Right.
be able to teleport, go to the next place, because like obviously in a real life situation you'd have to run there and walk there anyway.
But you don't have the time for it.
No one has time for that.
He's not wrong. You're not wrong. No, I understand.
I'm just hoping that Final Fantasy 15 considers something like that.
Well, I don't think they're going to.
I know, it's driving me crazy.
I'm sorry, bro.
The car driving mechanic seems cool.
But it's gonna be a horse again. You know,
Yeah,
it's ironically, it's the best way to put it. It's gonna be a horse.
That can carry 4 people.
Exactly. It's an extra large horse.
Yeah.
The thing is, you at one point in the game, you can the regalia does turn into an airship. So
Okay.
you can fly and warp. I would assume warp. Maybe. I don't even know.
Maybe.
I don't even know.
See, if the car follows you around and you can just get in and warp, that's fast travel.
True, but I don't think it works that way. They've invested so much into their open world, and they're definitely not cutting corners, which kind of sucks for people like you, because I know you are very busy. You have a ton of streams to do. You have a ton of artwork to do. So I understand that completely. Don't get me wrong. I understand that completely. But from 1-1 to another, to Eos, to Altesia, to Insomnia, I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, there's gonna be fast travel. I mean, every game, well, not every game, but most games have had fast travel. But I don't think you're gonna get it as instant as you want it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to.
Like, I'm spoiled from Fallout 3, Fallout 4.
Yeah, I know exactly.
All the Fallout games, really.
Yeah, they're very good at that. You know what I mean?
Skyrim.
Well, but they're massive, and Bethesda does a great job of just being able to put one in here.
Yeah.
It's a very good game to just pick up. Pick up Fallout 4 if you haven't.
Recommend. Metal Gear has a problem too. Like,
I remember that.
You can fast travel once you've unlocked, and it's like they don't even tell you either. Like, you have to go up to a signpost and like take a note off. It's the delivery note, and then you have to go into a cardboard box and sit there for a couple seconds, and then you can fast travel.
See, that's annoying.
Yeah, it's a really annoying system.
I guess one other thing. Make or break. What's going to do it for you? What's going to destroy this game for you, and you're not going to be like, I don't like this game.
It's a good question, because I was actually going to ask you that question.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What's going to make the game? I don't know too much about the combat system now. Mm-hmm. What I saw before was promising.
Right.
From what I'm hearing, there's a patch. There's a 7 gig patch that is going to be on release that's going to like significantly change the combat system. Apparently.
That was bullshit. The whole reason that they delayed the goddamn game for 2 months was for combat polish, fixing out bugs, and for camera issues and stuff like that. So I was like, that is fine. Take your damn time. I don't want a 30 gig for day one patch. Mm-hmm. And then everything is going smoothly, so perfectly. And then all of a sudden, they're just like, yeah, everything's going away. By the way, there's a 7 gigabyte patch. And it's just like, excuse me? What was it? One more time?
What was that last part you said?
And then they're just like, there's a 7 gig day one patch.
Yeah.
It's playable, don't get me wrong. The game is playable, but with combat issues, or not combat issues, but combat mechanics being changed so drastically, that's kind of annoying, because then it comes back to the same thing that I was saying. It's like, okay, they're taking their time. Mm-hmm. To fix something as annoying as it is. It's fine. And I was like, all right, that's fine. It's totally okay. And then they say that there's still polish to be done. And then when I was like, all right, fine, polish, that's fine. You know, putting the perfect, the cherry on top. Mm-hmm. And then it's a significant combat game mechanics, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's not like any like graphical glitches or like weird autosave issues or whatever. Yeah.
It comes back to the thing I said. It's like. I feel like, I don't know if you guys, feel the same way, but I feel like Final Fantasy 15 moved 2 months back to not compete with the Persona release date in Japan. And that kind of bugs the shit out of me. Mm. Because in those 2 months, they could have done everything.
Yeah.
They could have completely and utterly did everything possible to just make sure that there's no day one patch.
And there still is. Maybe, alright. Maybe the game has already gone gold.
It has.
I mean, obviously it has.
Oh, you've never seen. No, you haven't seen the Omens trailer. Oh, okay.
That's when they say it's gone gold.
Yeah, they have an Easter egg along with an Assassin's Creed symbol in the trailer.
Oh.
Which is really cool, because the company that does the CGI for that trailer also works with Ubisoft, I think, too. So that's why there was a neat Assassin's Creed trailer. And I don't know, but I mean, I was one of the first people to point that out and put it on Twitter. So I was just like, yes. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
In terms of making it, yeah, so the combat, it's already promising. I'm pretty sure that's going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. In terms of break it, there's a lot of stuff to do in the game, apparently. There's recipes, there's, fishing, there's...
Spell conjuring. You can take the raw material out of the earth to make new spells and combine spells.
If all of that shit is boring...
Oh, please don't. No.
I'm gonna be mad, because
that shit in theory, it sounds awesome.
It sounds awesome in theory, but I've seen other games that try to do a lot of shit in one. If that stuff detracts from the experience in a sense that becomes fetch quests as opposed to something that you're doing as a fun thing as a part of the experience, then it's I
can see where that would definitely deter a lot of people, especially you.
Yeah, and in theory it doesn't deter me. It's just if it's if the mini games, if it's poorly executed, or the mini games that are associated with it are just Heroes of the Storm bad, then I'm gonna be pissed. That still won't break it for me though. I'm still gonna buy the game day one. I'm still excited to play it, but it'll break the experience.
Yeah. Okay, no, I completely. I can't answer this question because I'm so far invested a decade of this into my life for hyping it up. So, I was telling Will the other day in our chat that there is no way that this could go wrong. He's like, yeah, just it's not gonna meet up the hype, so just cool your levels.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, Will, with all due respect, I'm gonna be buried with a copy of this fucking game.
He said, "That's cute, Will. That's fucking cute."
In other words, I did say that.
Yeah.
I am going to be buried with a copy of this game because I've never been so dedicated to something in my life as much as this stupid game is. So yeah, it's more like make or just not make as, I guess would be the proper term for it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard anything about the DLC content that's coming up?
No.
Multiplayer.
So you mentioned something about multiplayer. I have no idea.
Neither do I.
What that's going to even be like. Like I have an idea of what it could be like.
What do you think?
Multiplayer. The other people in your party are other players, and you're running around the environment, taking on quests. But I don't know if. The thing is, the questions I have pertaining to that is like, are they going to auto scale the levels of you and the characters, or
interesting?
Is it going to be drop in, drop out? Is it going to be multiplayer at launch, or is it something that's coming after?
I believe they did say that it was going to be after the DLC comes out.
Interesting. Is it going to be like a survival mode that you play? Is it going to be like totally separate? Mode? Yeah, horde mode. Is it going to be a totally separate experience that's like other characters?
Which could be cool. I personally have always wanted for friends to join in on Final Fantasy 15 and share that experience that I hype up so much.
Yeah.
So I would love nothing more than that day one. Boom, you could be whoever you want to be. It's like what?
And be fishing with your friends, just what?
It's just like fishing.
Yeah.
And this is a cool little gimmick, but Noctis takes his rod out like he conjures his swords.
Oh, okay.
So it's the cutest thing ever. So it's like, tink, and I'm just like, did you just conjure a fucking rod? And
one thing I will say that I really hope is a thing. I saw a picture, a screenshot, I think from Famitsu, where it was near Automata.
Yep.
And there was. And there was Noctis's sword, the engine sword.
Yeah, the engine sword. Yeah.
Engine sword, and they blurred it out, but it was in there.
It is.
And so there's an Easter egg in there where they're this cross referencing to other series. So I'm really hoping when you said the Assassin's Creed thing, I'm like, I love when games do that. So Metal Gear Solid 4 did that with Snake, so you can get a Altair costume. I want them to do stuff like that for Final Fantasy 15 because I feel like they are going to, because over 10 years
seriously, if we don't get enough fucking games,
this should happen. There should be some Witcher 3 a costume.
Well, see, that's what I want from Tabata to be yeah, I'm heavily influenced by Western RPGs. It's oh, that's great. By the way, this guy looks exactly like Gerald. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. Do that, or give him his sword, or an armor that you can get that you can unlock,
something called the Witcher armor or something.
The Witcher armor, or a character who's basically Geralt, but just kind of not Geralt, and he has this voice and everything. Dude, we can get Kako to do this. I know the dude. Me and him, we're homies. Doug, yo, if you know anything about this,
please send us a tweet.
Just let us know.
We won't say
shit. Send a private message.
I know, seriously, we won't blast it on an NDA or anything like that, but just please.
But if it does happen, I'm just gonna be on Twitter, Witcher 3 plus Final Fantasy 15 smiley face.
Just
that's what will happen.
I feel I agree. Easter eggs should definitely be a part of this game, a major part of this game, just because they have so much expanded universe stuff. So Kingsglaive has to be in there. They already did announce, and it was spoilerish, but Nyx's twin blades are in there. It's not in the Omens trailer, so for people that are saying, "Oh look, it's Nyx blades," not damn Nyx blades. Oh yeah, you have no. Oh God, we gotta get that. But they do. But awesome. It's called Ulrich's blade, and I know for a fact that it's each different Kokori glaives, and it looks so damn awesome.
Oh man.
Just oh God. So they do have that. I know. In Kingsglaive, remember Libertas, the friend that survives at the end?
Yeah.
He has to be in 15.
Oh, absolutely.
He has to be in 15.
Absolutely.
Luna's in 15, as you know. That's not really a spoiler alert. But the Ring of the Lucii, I wonder if Nyx will be trapped in there. Or maybe
just yeah. I think that's a cool idea. I do aesthetically, I know this is not a big deal at all, but I like that Luna isn't your typical kind of your typical kind of valley girl, or just she's pretty but in a different way. She's
she's sad pretty. I don't know. It's
Yeah, she kind of has like a sad presence about her.
like a somber, like
Yeah.
vibe, you know. But she isn't a damsel in distress. As in
She's not a damsel in distress.
which was great because
Yeah.
if anyone's seen that movie, she's like, okay, you're gonna keep running in this, and I'm just gonna jump out. And then Nick's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was
He's
great.
like,
Yeah.
And by the way, if you calculated that distance, she already made the jump. I was looking at that and I was like, huh, she made it.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, I saw that. I've seen that movie like 6 times already.
Yeah.
Luna Freya jumps off and she makes it. I know for a fact.
That's awesome.
Yeah. If anyone wants to call me out on that, please do.
I'm really interested to see how her character
Develops.
evolves, and develops, because she's interesting already.
Yeah, she is.
Also, one question before we bring the video to a close. The beginning of Kingsglaive, Noctis and Freya are together.
Yeah.
Luna Freya. So they knew each other from childhood.
Yes.
Totally different like factions.
Yes.
Regis takes him.
Well,
Takes.
what you want me to explain it to you?
Yes.
Okay. What happens is Noctis has an injury because he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right. And he's bringing it to then Tenenbrah, which was not invaded by. It was not a kingdom of Niflheim. It was
Okay.
not a conquered piece by Niflheim.
Okay.
So as they're going in, Regis, goes to bring Noctis to heal him, and Luna Freya is there, and they identify her as an oracle. So it's like, oh, okay, so this is good. And then all of the two kingdoms are coming together, so it's kind of like, oh, this is unity. This is like a stand for both kingdoms against, like any sort of like Niflheim invasion, because you have the powerful Lucii kingdom and you have the powerful Tenenbrah, which is like the oracles and stuff. So I'm like, this is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then as they're about to heal Noctis, the Nifs fuck it up.
That's what happened. Okay.
Yeah, the Nifs done fucked up.
So wait, so can oracles heal? Is that what
I
it
don't
is?
know. I don't know if they could heal, because I think the oracle can summon. And
Maybe that's what it is. She was going to summon.
something to heal. Maybe?
Something to heal.
I don't know. This is all speculation at this point. We'll find out soon.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't explain that in the movie. No. Wait, how did you know then?
A lot of research. a lot of this is like
Tinfoil hat research?
No, not as bad as my persona. Oh my god. I had support backing that up, by the way. So. So I'm good, but
Still a little tinfoil hat graphic on
yeah.
set.
But it's a lot of things that you draw conclusions from what King Regis says, what Luna Freya says, how their kingdoms are, what their backgrounds for each kingdoms are, and you see that in the Omens trailer and the Judgment trailer, how Noct and Luna Freya have been friends for a while.
Okay.
So that'll show you a lot.
Yeah. So I was under the impression that Luna Freya was part of Niflheim at that time.
No.
So that clears that up.
And then their mom dies, and remember how Ravis is like, mother!
Yeah.
And he'd never forgave Regis for it.
Yeah.
Because Regis wanted to just save his son.
Yeah.
A cool tidbit, I don't know if you want to know this, but King Regis says, I never wanted the line of the Lucii to go to my, the burden that the Lucii have to my son Noctis. But then when he met Luna Freya as the Oracle, he was like, I feel better about it. So that tells you a lot about how much faith he has in her.
Yeah.
Which means that this is going to be a very, very, very cool story-driven. I love story-driven games.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah. So I guess the moral of the story is we're excited about the game. We have a lot of things that we have questions about, but also you know a lot of things about it already.
And there's still some more shit that I don't know.
There's still more. We want to know from you guys down in the comment section below, of course, what you guys think. What
Please do.
You're interested in, what aspects of the game you're worried about, what things you're totally not worried about. You can also comment about how pretty Chris is.
No, but if you do that, then you have to give twice as many comments as how pretty Will is in his hair, and I love it. But yes, please comment below. Let us know what you guys are curious about. I don't know if you guys like spoilers, but if it's not too spoilerish, I should post them. If it is, then I'll kind of refrain from them.
All right, so guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to field them in the comment section down below, or on Twitter, where you can find this guy at.
You can follow me at Chris_Lazcano, Lazcano.
Be links in the description, probably a little graphic thing. Woo! And you can find me at Black Oni. And this is on the Black Oni Collective. There might be parts on also YouTube.com/Will Wiggins. There might be like some side segments or something.
The video reactions are definitely going to be on Will Wiggins, definitely, because you're about to see some shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and it's been a pleasure as always. Let us know. Any feedback would be great. What we can do, please don't be shy. Thank you very much, guys, and I hope Final Fantasy 15 is exactly what it is, what it means to me, to you guys. All right? Later. That was awesome, bro.
That was awesome.
My eyes! And you're like,
What's happening?
You're like, yeah, what does that? And now we got these in when we're close. I saw you do this. Alright, I'm pumped.
What are we gonna call this segment?
Final Fantasy 15, A Homecoming.
The Homecoming.
Because I have something else tied into it. So.
Oh shit! So you didn't even plan for this. So
I can't get prepared.
you're gonna do the intro.
Alright.
You're gonna do the intro. You're gonna tell people whatever the fuck it is we're doing, who we are, you know.
Right.
And then we'll just get fucking into it.
Alright, cool. Ready?
Homecoming. Coming home.
Cue music. Exactly. It just warps into it. That would actually be cool.
Art, get on that.
Yeah, seriously, Art. You're gonna be on this. Can we get priority in this since the game is coming out so quick?
I was actually just thinking that too. Like,
I was like, well, I'm sorry, Art, but you need to stop what you're doing.
If we can get Art to do it, because we've been having computer issues, then yes. If not, then I'll do it.
Okay, no problem.
Because the game comes out like what, Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that demo. I didn't play the platinum or
Judgment.
the Judgment one. It's a mixture of kind of like Kingdom Hearts meets. Oh damn, that camera just shut off.
No problem. Do you want to just? All right. We're gonna.
Yeah. So we'll restart that sentence.
Okay. No problem.
Yours can just keep going, right?
Yeah, mine can keep going. I think. Actually, check it. Is it going?
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. No, I was just confused. I was just like, don't you dare stop on me, camera.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't even know that.
Oh fuck.
Art, you know it's gonna be awesome when we do this for a living. Can you just like put in like the Xenomorph like manager with the tie, Art? It's just like sitting behind. It's like, hey guys, what are you doing?
What's good, man?
Who's the But yeah.
I think.
Oh, you out of a.
Oh, but I don't know what I'm doing anyway.
Yeah, it's fine, bro. I don't even blame you. Dude, it's fucking awesome. What's one game that you can't wait out for? Neo, right?
Yeah.
When that gets closer, I'm just gonna show up in like armor and I'm just gonna give it to you. I'm like, sit down, I'm gonna record.
Dude, I'm gonna wear my kimono.
Yes, please.
Totally wearing it.
You wanna get cultural appropriation bullshit for that?
I don't fucking care. I'm Afro Samurai bitches. You're not
Spaces
wrong.
You're not wrong.
I forget what the last thing you were saying.
Dicks.
Dicks.
Fuck, why did I sign up for this?
At least it's not like 8 hours or 12 hours of the live stream.
Sorry, right?
The live stream that we just did.
Can we do this is cancer shirt? Fucking big dummy bell. I saw my shirt, like, hey, someone picked my picture. This is cancer. I'm like, oh dear.
I was so dead.
It was you, me, and Kevin on the couch. I was like bawling our eyes out. I was like, this is the funniest thing ever.
I think all the chat was just like, la 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 la.
I was like, there was not a moment that I was like, oh, this is boring at that shirt drawing contest.
Yeah, that was a fun streaming. We'll have to do that again.
Yeah, that was definitely awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so.